How many snaps did they run in the 14 personnel?
That's only for us.
100% of the snaps.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome in to 14P Fantasy. I am your host, Justin Wright. Today, we are talking 5 moves to make for Week 11. And before we get into that, though, we got some exciting news. We have a jersey giveaway. We're actually giving away 2 signed jerseys. We're talking DeAndre Swift and Lamar Jackson. To enter, it's simple. You're already here, so subscribe to the YouTube channel and then send us a screenshot of that subscription to us over on Twitter at 14P_fantasy. That's all you got to do. That's all you need to do to enter. We'll mark you down, and the winners will be announced on the 29th. So I'll throw this up for you guys. There it is, the DeAndre Swift jersey, black and blue, and then Lamar Jackson. We are rocking a purple Lamar Jackson jersey again. There's the details to subscribe. Winners announced on the 29th, either via a video on our YouTube channel or we'll, fire off a tweet, send DMs out on Twitter as well. All right, guys, that is all we have for you up top. Let's get into it, though. 5 moves to make. Number 1 on the list, we have Marcus Johnson. Add Marcus Johnson. And this may not be a 10-team league kind of deal. Maybe if you're thinking a little bit deeper down as far as rosters go, 2 flexes, 12-team league, he should be rostered at this point. Julio Jones out for a couple of weeks here, obviously on IR with the hamstring issue. Who knows if he gets fully healthy again? It doesn't seem like he will. And Marcus Johnson stepped in as the wide receiver too and did a great job. 100-yard game, brought in 5 catches. He performed. And that's really all you can ask for. And I think at this point, that game has most likely earned him another opportunity as the number 2 receiver behind A.J. Brown. And Marcus Johnson actually led the team in targets last week. So clearly they have faith in him. Tannehill has faith in him. If he's out there, and he should be, he's rostered in 0% of leagues on Sleeper, go ahead, add Marcus Johnson. He honestly probably don't even have to burn a waiver priority on him. He'll slip through, if you want to go after one of the running backs instead that are out there, something to keep in mind. All right, number 2, cut Mike Davis. And honestly, this is probably more of a wait to see what Cordell Patterson is like kind of thing. If Cordell Patterson's healthy enough to go on Thursday, then you can cut Mike Davis. Obviously, if Cordell Patterson's going to be inactive, maybe pump the brakes on Mike Davis and see if he shows you any signs of life. But last week with Cordell Patterson, again, spraining his ankle, Wayne Gallman out-touched him. Mike Davis tied his season low in touches, and he had his season low in snaps. Mike Davis is trending the wrong direction. Even with Cordell Patterson out or, banged up, Wayne Gallman actually led this backfield to 15 carries. So even if Patterson's out, I don't think Mike Davis all of a sudden returns to Mike Davis of the Panther days last year. I think that ship has sailed. At best, he's become a 10-point guy. That's fine. But again, under 5 points, 3 of the last 4 weeks. The only, I guess, shining light is Patterson's now banged up. So maybe Mike Davis returns. I don't see it. I'm okay cutting him. I probably would have cut him a month ago if I had him anywhere. So you can probably move on. All right. This is a carryover from last week, but go still and trade for Elijah Mitchell. I am recording this prior to the Monday Night Football game. So obviously if Elijah Mitchell goes down, don't trade for him. If Jeff Wilson comes out of nowhere and leads them in touches, pump the brakes on Elijah Mitchell. But again, I don't see that happening. We haven't seen it for weeks. Last week even, Jeff Wilson was active. Elijah Mitchell had 5 catches in addition to leading them in carries. So he seems to be the guy. They're going to ride the hot hand, it looks like. And again, for now, that is Elijah Mitchell. He has a great schedule coming up. He's got Jacksonville, Seattle, Cincinnati, Atlanta, Houston, with Minnesota and Tennessee mixed in there. So everything points towards Elijah Mitchell being a second half league winner. We talked about it in our video a couple of weeks ago. We're still pounding the table for Elijah Mitchell here. Number 4. Oh, that picture. The picture's just so stupid. Trade for David Montgomery. He is back. He is the workhorse there again. Led the running backs in touches. Looked healthy. Looked very good still. Khalil Herbert kind of took a back seat. David Montgomery played 85% of snaps. The Bears love David Montgomery. Again, I'm a Bears fan. I am very aware of how much we like David Montgomery. he comes back immediately, is utilized like Khalil Herbert did, jack squat in the month he took over. And that's what you wanted to see. So Montgomery, his production is safe. His workload is safe. Go trade for him. He has a great schedule down the stretch as well and could be a league winner, could be a top 12 running back. Again, I think he was that before he went down. So if he's going to have the work, David Montgomery is going to produce yet again. Number 5, not number 1. Last one on our list, number 5, cut Jarvis Landry. Baker Mayfield is hurt, and that is a huge piece of this because obviously if Baker cannot be getting him the ball consistently, what are you going to do? And then on top of that, just Jarvis Landry has over 10 points once this season. That was week 1. He's been in and out of the lineup. He's been banged up. The offense looks kind of lost. Baker's not very good even when he is healthy. He has got a low floor. The ceiling is non-existent. I just don't see any reason to hold Jarvis Landry other than his name is Jarvis Landry. You're just banking on the name and maybe he bounces back, but you're going to probably need to see him do it for 2 to 3 games. And at that point, you're in the fantasy playoffs. And if you're relying on Jarvis Landry, you're probably not winning anyways. So move on from Jarvis Landry. Go drop him. Go try and pick up Donta Foreman, Marcus Johnson, Donovan Peoples-Jones, A.J. Dillon if he's magically out there still. There are plenty of other moves you can make, I think, that provide more value than Jarvis Landry does. All right, everybody, that is it. 5 easy moves. If you got questions, comments, drop them below. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel for the giveaway. All that good stuff, guys. As always, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
How many snaps did they run in the 14 personnel?
That's only for us.
100% of the snaps.